Good morning. Let me do a quick audio check here, just to make sure that we're good. Appears to be. Let's get everything set up. Alrighty. Let's check our strategy here. Alrighty. So what do we have here? See, we opened up. So we've never taken the buy side has not been taken since midnight. We did take the sell side. So you would think buy side would be next. You would think. That would be what you would think. But who really knows? I'm going to use this chart over here, but I'm not going to trade on it on the right here. Morning, Samir. How you doing, bud? We're only going to trade on the left side here for this London session anyway. It's one of my Apex accounts. Let's see what happens here at 3. We may just pile right in, thinking we might get a quick pop up. We may just pile in here. Just kind of watching the volume. There's sale coming in. Let's see if this thing just... Just going to jump in here for a quick potential scalp. A little bit risky here. Might be on the wrong side. Thinking we may get a pop above the VWAP there. That's kind of what I was thinking. Not so far though. Might just kill it. ES is already above the VWAP. No, I literally just logged on Samir, just took a trade here. Look for a quick pop above the VWAP here. Getting it now. Come on. Now we can lock in a little something. Lock in 5 handles there. See if we can't get this push up. Might raise this target up a little bit here. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to lock in 1 handle. See if we can't get this thing to run. Might get stopped here. Try to give this thing a little room to push up a little more. It may cost us here a little bit, but that's all right. It's okay. It feels bad, but trying to get that little pop up there. Could have taken a little $250, but so we got above the VWAP there. Then kind of pulling back now. Try to give it a little bit of room. I thought maybe we go. Losing the VWAP now. ES is right at the VWAP. Testing the VWAP there. Right at the VWAP. We'll see if the ES loses the VWAP here. Kind of feels like it might. Maybe we test this 400 level. Yeah, yes, there at the VWAP. Got a little bounce coming in. Might try another long here. We'll see. Just kind of watching. Let's see what this offers us. Got this volume imbalance here at 30. Kind of don't see how we don't fill that area. Might stop us here. I'm going to go ahead and go to break even. This is just a little bit of a kind of a scalp entry here. See if we can get a quick push up here into that 30 area. Go ahead and lock in a little bit here, 120 I believe. That will put us at 250 if my math is right. Should get a quick push into that 30 area though. There we go. We'll take it. Nice easy read there. Good call, Samir. Might bounce. You're right. You were right. Good sir. Yes, popping up into that 14 area along with it there. Pretty easy to read off this VWAP here. Still going. probably going to go now to take that buy side. Probably should have just taken one off there. That was kind of my idea there earlier, but see if we get some sort of a pullback before it takes the 44 area. If it flips that 38 area also, then it might be a little too late. See if we get a little bit of a pullback before it takes that 44 area. Just kind of watching this 38 area as well. Probably going to get a push through that 44 area. Nice. Nice little push there. All the way up into the 50. Wow, we definitely left some on the table there. ES is just on a mission here. I can't feel bad about it. We got $423 out of it. Once it takes the buy side here, then we might look for a kind of shift back to the downside and maybe trade it back down to the VWAP. Did leave an small imbalance here. There's also one here. So we took that buy side liquidity there. So probably next move will be to the downside, potentially. Could just go up and keep going. You can't feel bad about it. We got some out of it. Next level of interest is all the way up at the 71. Potentially trade up into the 71 area. Let's see where that next pivot is. All the way up at 530 to the upside. There's a pivot to the downside at the 433, which we just blasted right through that. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Helps the channel. This thing is going to go right into the 70s. Buyer's still looking strong here. No pullbacks to speak of so far. Did you take that long, Samir? Yes, up to 45.19. See if we can't get this push up into that 70 area possibly. ES kind of basing up there at that 18, 19 area right now. A little bit of a pullback here. A little bit of a pullback. Just taking a little breather here, I guess. Kind of dangerous to take the long now. See if it continues up. If it's going to continue up, this is probably the area that you'd want to see it bounce. Possible move into that 71 area. Possibly. Let's kind of see what happens here. If you guys are interested in trading futures, we do have 90% off Apex in the banner there. And we have a link for Bulanox as well that I'm going to post in the chat for 90% off Bulanox as well. So if you're interested in trading futures, you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, that's the way to go. Those links do help the channel. We appreciate it. All right, let's see if this thing bounces here up into the 70 area, 71, 72 area. ES pushing back into the highs here. Kind of pulling back on lower volume, which would lead me to believe that it's going to flip back to the upside here, but might not. I think we get a quick push into the 70, maybe even into that 500 level. Possibly. If we flip that 71 area, you might get a move into the 500 area. Still low volume here. Very low sell volume coming through. No buyers to speak of yet. A little bit more sellers coming in now. think we can probably get a push up in there. Let's just see what it decides to do. ES trying to push back into the highs there, failing to do so far. You're back. Nice. Where'd you go? AFK. All right, getting a little push through the 50s again here. Reapproach the high day. See if we get that push into the 70 area. Maybe all the way into the 500s as well. After that, something to eat. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with some food. How was everyone's weekend? Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. I'd like to see a push up into that 500 level. Maybe reject there. Potentially. Kind of getting held up here in the 50s though. Gotta get the ES moving back through the high days there if we want to push up. All rainy here in Paris. No, it's not rainy here. Today it's clear. It was, we had a little storm yesterday. Currently it is 75 degrees. 50% chance of rain today. High 92. High of 92 later today. We are still in the middle of the night here, 3 a.m. Eastern, so 3:20. I'm assuming it's not raining out there, but I don't think it is. I don't hear any rain. Still dark. Well, is this kind of going to be the area where we kind of turn back down? Potentially. Are we going to just push through? ES looking a little stronger here. About to make a new high. Or it could just triple top here. Gotta have the ES bust through there. Otherwise, we're just going to turn back down. See if the ES can push through there. Take the NAS with it. It's trying. All right, ES is at the highs. Looks like it's going to pop here. All right, ES just pushed through. Made a new high by a few ticks. Taking the nasty with it. See if we get the push up into the 70s at least here. Really would like to see the push all the way up into the 500 level, to be honest, but don't know if we'll get it. That's what we'd like to see. ES pushing up into the 20s, 45.20 there. Kind of on low volume, though, to be honest. No real buyers coming through yet. A little bit concerning. I'd like to see these buyers pop on in here and take this thing higher. Got a few buyers coming in now. So we get a push on up into the 70 here. Going up into the 62, 63 area. Needs to be a swift move up if you're going to get it. Nothing yet. It's kind of hanging out there right now. I think that might be the top, at least for now. Sellers coming through strong here. Probably going to push us back down. Didn't make it to the 70 level there. How many contracts, Samir? It depends. This morning I'm doing 2. So we're going to do 2. This morning we'll take 1 off at, I don't know, 5, 10 handles. And then we'll try to see if we can get a runner going. Really should be taking a short right now based on my strategy, but we'll wait here. I mean, obviously we could just pull back into this 44 area. We do have this big gap, the volume imbalance down here to be aware of. The obvious next move, though, would be the sell side down here. ES pushing back up. Trying to push back up here. It's kind of in a bit of an idiot box here, really. Over the last, 15 minutes or so. Just not really doing anything up here. Still not seeing the buyers coming in here. We're still really pretty low volume with not a whole lot of buyers here. Still think we might get to push up into that 500 level before we turn back down, but as much as it's struggling to get through this area, I'm not so sure. ES has room up until about the 23. You're sure we're selling off? Take that sell side liquidity. Just waiting for now. Yeah, could be. ES does have room up into the 23, 24 level that it could still pop up pretty quick there. Just wait and let the market show us the way. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me, subscribe. Still trying to get to 200 subscribers. Kind of stuck in the mud last week, didn't really gain any. Of course, I did miss 3 days of streaming. Do apologize for that, but was on vacation and didn't really feel well. But we're back now in full force. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me. I do appreciate it. Not really much going on right here so far. Looks kind of rolly here, like this thing is going to sell off. Like I said, probably should be taking a short here. But sell volume kind of coming in now pretty hard. Still not popping out of the idiot box yet. Hanging out up here. What do you see? Volume is coming or not? What do I use? I can show you. Right here. This here. It is called... Where's it at? Why is it not on here? Anyway, it's just called the, it's just Trading View. The WADA. We put two of them on here now. I don't know why it wasn't showing up there, but yeah, the WADA. And I use that on a lower time frame. During London, I use that on a 30-second time frame. During New York, I have it on 10-second. But it's called the WADA. WADDA. Yeah, no problem. Maybe this looks kind of like it's rolling over, but looks like it's rolling over. So it kind of looks like, you know, this would kind of be your area of importance, but could just go as low as it wants to go. You never know. It's kind of bouncing around in this idiot box here for now. Yeah, there's some bullish fair value gaps. Who knows if it'll respect those or not? Hard to tell. So far, just kind of hanging out in this area. Thought about taking a little long here off the bottom of this idiot box, but maybe we will. Just look for a little quick long here. Just kind of might get burned on it, but if I was going to take this, I probably should have been getting long down here at the bottom, right? Most likely. ES is moving up towards high and day here. Let's make sure my trader Vic wasn't frozen there. Didn't seem to be moving there for a second. Well, that's uneventful. Boom, taking that off. Taking that off. That was kind of a dumb trade. If I was going to take that, I really should have just taken it at the bottom. Saw the ES pushing there a little bit. A few buyers coming in there, so I thought we would at least trade to the top of the gap or to the idiot box here. And we still might, but no real reason to take that trade there. We just did. Sellers trying to come in a little heavier here. Yes, trying to push up here. few buyers trying to step up. Think it's going to sell? It might. I was thinking we might push up into that 500 level before we maybe pull back, but don't know if that's going to happen. At least that 71 area, but guess we'll see. Yes, we shall see. So far, just hanging out in the idiot box. I should have not taken this trade. If I was going to take this entry, it has to be down here. Just for a scalp, right? It has to be down here, not up here. Now, obviously, I wouldn't have been stopped. I just killed it early. This could have easily traded down. But shouldn't be taking that trade anyway. That's the whole reason I draw this box on here, is to just kind of mentally tell me, don't trade this area. ES made a new high there. Nasdaq's kind of lagging a little bit. ES pushed up into that 21 area. See if we can break out of this idiot box or not. Not doing anything yet. Trying. Pushing out of there now. ES trying to push. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You never know Samir, right? I don't know either. I think the ES has room up into that 23, 24 area. It could still go higher than that, but it went up to 22. If you zoom out, look at the higher time frame. Got that down close candle at 23. I mean, it doesn't mean it can't trade through there. It certainly could, but the market will do whatever it wants to do. Any prediction is usually 50-50, as they say. So it turns out this entry wasn't horrible. I saw sellers coming in. Just took it off. But this is breaking my rules, right? I draw this box there for a reason. I call it an idiot box. It's because somebody that one of my friends calls it that. And it's an idiot box because if you trade in here, you're an idiot, right? So I did that. I mean, it's okay to take a trade at the top or the bottom, right? But not in the middle. And that's exactly what we did. It's okay. Gonna make mistakes. Just gotta learn from them. Just gotta learn from them. ES high of 22 there. Oh yeah, idiot box. It works. I mean, like I said, it's okay to take a trade in here if you're going to buy the bottom or the top, but don't play in the middle there. That's what I did. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me, subscribe. Again, if you're interested in trading futures, we do have the link in the description for Apex, 90% off. You can get 20 accounts at one time, 20 funded accounts. Trade copy those. And Bulanox, very similar to Apex in the regard of the rules. You can only have 11 Bulanox funded accounts at one time. We do have a code for that in the chat there. I need to figure out how to link that to the top of the chat. But anyways, get 90% off Bulanox as well. Nice thing about Bulanox is you can get funded in one day. I know their website says, I think 7 trading days, but if you hit the target, they actually have a button on their website that says past qualification request. So I'll show you guys there. See, it says right there, past qualification request. So you can actually just send that in, request. Say, hey, I've already passed the target. And they'll go ahead and fund you. It's a nice thing about Bulanox there. They don't really care if you trade the entire amount of time or not. They recognize that that if you're above the $3,000 or whatever your goal is, they are that you're going to just trade micros until you meet the number of days. So there's no point in making you wait. No point in making you wait there. We have taken some trades in my Bulanox account there. And we just started $595 in that account. Been a little more aggressive. Took the same trades, but took 3 contracts at a time on that one. So made a little more profit on that account. Those are the only 2 accounts we're trading this morning. Thank you, Samir. Let's see here. I mean, I'm not in love with the long up here at all, to be honest, but I mean, almost a short would make a little more sense, right? But could pop out of here, still move up into those 70s. 71, 75 is kind of my next area of interest here. Possible move into the 500s, but just as easily kind of turn back down. Considering just hitting in a short right here, to be honest. Maybe we'll try one. I know we're in the idiot box here, but this is relatively low risk considering you know, if it pops back out here, then we just take a loss. All right, we'll just go to break even here. Can't lose on it. And just try to see if we can let it ride. Well, might stop us. That's okay if it does. That's fine. It's fine. I think taking a short there is a little bit lower risk than trying to take a long anyway. You're just waiting. Yeah. You can see this thing might sell on down here without me, but that's okay. There comes some sellers in pretty strong here now. Yes, I know I took a trade inside the box, but we're much closer to the top here on this entry, right? Than the middle. If we didn't move our stop there, we would have it would have worked out. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? You never know. But just wanted to reduce risk there. Trying to hold up here at the 54 area, 50 area, kind of bouncing off the 50 area. Kind of bouncing off that area. I'm just kind of waiting for something to happen. I don't want to force something to happen, you know, but trying to take something within logic. But that short there was a bit more aggressive. You know, I probably moved my stop too quick. We know we did. We know we moved it too quick. Could have got maybe 10 points out of that. But coming up on 350 here. Maybe we'll get one more pullback before we go higher, or do we just sell off? Yeah, I see that small gap there, Samir. It feels like it's going to sell off, but I don't really know. Could go either way. I mean, you think it'd at least probably come down and take this 410 liquidity, but who really knows? Forgot to share that I'm live on YouTube. Let's see if anybody else is awake, right? Most normal people over here in the U.S. on the East Coast are asleep, I think. Normal houred people, not normal as in, you know, other stuff. People who keep normal schedules, I guess is what we're saying. Normal scheduled people. I mean, this thing still looks bullish to me. It's not looking like it wants to sell. It's trying, but it's just not happening. Usually when that happens, it just continues higher. It's kind of chopping around here, kind of making like a triple bottom almost, sort of. You can see up, down, up, down, up, down. Higher high, lower low, higher high, higher low. So who knows? If you're into those kind of things. See, we're doing crazy stuff, not sleeping and everything, and all the stress that goes with it. Yeah. Who needs sleep, right? No, I definitely need sleep. I can't operate if I don't have my sleep. My kids are back to school, so I have to get up and take them to school at 7 o'clock in the morning. I normally sleep into about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So we'll go back to sleep. We'll have to get up at 7, take them. Not much to do here as long as we stay in this little chop zone area, idiot box, whatever you want to call it. I mean, we got to get some sort of, energy to get out of this area one way or the other. I'd imagine here in the next 5 or 6 minutes at 6 o'clock or 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, know what I'm talking about. We'll get some sort of direction here. If we had to guess, I'd say we move up at 4 o'clock, right? It's 50-50 though. And I'm only saying up because we just, been going up. How's it going, Juker? Fun London session. Yeah, it's very fun. I mean, hey, we had this move here that we participated in, so not too bad. You see my first trade here, I had the right idea. I took 2 contracts, I put one at break even, tried to let it run, but I probably should have just left it at my stop, which was here. It would have took some heat on it, and then it went. And then we took both contracts off here at whatever, 7 handles. So we had the right idea today, just not, yeah. I mean, we're green, so it's all I can hope for, right? That I don't do anything stupid to not be green. We tried to do a few stupid things, at least this trade here. I'm not a fan of this one. Yeah, I said up, just so you guys know. It probably will sell off, but we'll see. Gonna find out here in about 2.5 minutes, one way or the other. One way or the other. I think it's going up. I should just get long, right? Is that how that works? Just jump in long. Just throw the dart. See if it sticks. Nah, not doing that. I don't know if you guys watched I think you guys watched the New York session. We're pretty close to getting funded on a couple of other accounts. I got an Apex account that I'm only like 1,000 away from. So I'll be working on that one in the New York session. And then another second Topstep account that we're only $800 away from. So maybe we can make that happen this week on those 2 accounts. Would be nice. Are any of you guys using Topstep? Had a question. I don't know if anybody knows the answer, but don't know if anybody was using Topstep. Let's see here. Well, it's trying to move up. I'm not saying it's going to continue to move up, but I think we might get a pop into the 70s. So let's see what happens. You're not using them, Samir. Neither's Juker. Yeah, I was trying to find out because they don't make it clear on their website. I got the funded account with them. And it says 5 winning days of $200 before you can take a payout. But I read somewhere, I saw someone else's video who said that if you take a payout with them, they take your drawdown away. So in other words, they give you $2,000 in drawdown on a $50K account when you're funded. But let's just say you're $1,000 in the green and you take $500 out. Your drawdown is now only $500. That's what he says. But I can't find that anywhere on their website. I joined their Discord and asked, but nobody responded yet. So I don't really know. That would be odd to me. But I guess, that could make sense. So I was planning on taking a withdrawal this week once I got over 1,000. Just a small one. Just to pay myself something. But if not, if it's going to take my drawdown away, then we ain't doing it. All right, let's see here. Kind of pushing up. Are we going to get this pushing to the 70? Kind of feels like we will. Well, not really much happened. We are popping up a little bit, but not much. Not much to speak of there. Trying. She's a trying. Trying to break out of the top of the box. Didn't quite get there, though. Buyers are trying to step up, but not so far. Trying to push her up in there. And it said not happening. So push to the top of the box, and then beyond there it said, nah, we don't think so. Wonder if it's going to sell to the bottom of the box now or not. Maybe start that sell-off that we were thinking might happen. Eventually, anyway. Got to get through that 50 there if it's going to go. Juker says, you really don't see any good reasoning to use Topstep when other prop firms are better in your opinion. Take Profit Trader for the example. Payout next day, everything of the week. Next day, everything of the week. Take Profit Trader. I haven't looked into them. Yeah, I like Topstep. I mean, they're all right. I've been using them from the beginning, but It's one of those things where I'm not glued to anything, you know. That's the reason I use Bulanox, Apex. But take profit, I'll have to take a look at them and see. I was already so deep into Topstep's, you know, I was using that platform and no one else. So I was already in step 2. And then I had another step 1 account, and they went to that one rule, 1 step. And I switched over to the Quantower platform and requested a refund from them. So if we break 445, Samir's going to short. I mean, yeah, you could. I probably like the short at the top of the box a little better than the bottom, though, Samir, to be honest. But I don't know if you'll get that opportunity again. You might get your chance here for that 45 break, though. I'd like to see us touch 38 pretty quick here. That would be nice. Just give us 38. Swift move into the 38 would be nice. Kind of finally breaking out there, trying to anyway, breaking down. Well, trying to anyway. I thought it might get out of that box, but bounced right back up to the 50 area there. Let's see if this thing flips short on us. Still hasn't so far. And a little bit of a pop here, but let's see if this thing sells back down. Maybe 55, turn back down. Oh. Like to see a move down into the 38. Would be very, very nice. Very nice. Just get into the 38s. Show us the 38s. Testing the bottom of the box now. Swift move into the 38 will be ideal. No, I'm not looking to short. I'm just thinking 38 is like an area of interest. Maybe that kind of would get us out of this idiot box, is what I'm thinking, to be honest, Samir. If we can break the 40s, 38, we'll just kind of take you to the middle of this gap. Not that that means anything, but we would like to see it just get out of this idiot box so we could potentially get something going, right? But so far holding up here, may just move higher. If it fails to break into that the 30s, then probably just going to keep going up. It feels like we're about to sell off. It does. Feels that way, but ES not really moving down like the NQ is here. Still kind of holding the bottom of this idiot box here. Gotta have some sellers coming through a little stronger here if we're going to get through there. If we flip that 38, we might sell down into the 20s quickly. We'll see. Juker, are you pressing any buttons this morning, or are you just hanging out? That 40 is holding up pretty strong there. No trading for you. Sellers are coming in here a little bit now, finally, trying to push through that 40 level. If it's gonna go, it's gotta go. Almost testing that 40 there. Once again. Still not able to get through there as of yet, but it's testing it. ES kind of pulling back here as well. I want to kind of turn this area into resistance if we can and just push on down. So bullish gap at 443. Yeah, there's a big one there on a 3-minute. A big one there on the 3-minute. Nice little push down there. A little lightsaber. A little lightsaber action there. A little lightsaber action right into the 38 and then bounced out of there. Kind of a potential chop area if we don't move out of this 38 area. So let's see what happens here. I was thinking hopefully we'd move through that 38 strong there, but it just bounced right off of it. And said, "You shall not pass." Take these headphones off, kind of giving me a headache. Well, it's kind of bouncing around here. This thing's not really doing much, guys, to be honest with you. It's kind of making it... It's not difficult to trade because you really should just stay out of it, right? But... yeah, ES not doing anything. It looks a lot stronger. Well, not that the Nasdaq looks weak or anything, but ES just failing to break through that 17 area. Just failing to break through there. Kind of the longer it fails to break through there, the more you think it just moves up. But who really knows? Who really knows? VWAP touch is looking kind of interesting. Maybe here on the NQ. If we break that 38, maybe we come back down and touch that VWAP at 26. We might do that. We might take that trade if we can break that area strong. But let's see here. Just kind of watch this and see.
The only question is like, where does your stop go, right? All right, let's see if we can get this moved down to, we'll take 27. Guess I'll put my stop above the swing high here. Obviously, if we turn back up and break this little swing high, then I'll just close the trade. And we'll see if we can get this VWAP touch. Popping right there, not liking that. That's the wrong direction. Just kind of watching this here. I mean, you can see we've kind of had like that trend down. I guess it is kind of trying to break out of there. Yes, trying to move down here. It popped up there for a second as well. See how it reacts. Should really be kind of a swift move down if we're going to get it. Just kind of watching here. We may end up just killing this trade. Volume's pretty low at this point, so we want to see these sellers just kind of come through here if we're going to push down into that VWAP. Seems reasonable to push into the VWAP. You got a small imbalance here. But the market doesn't always do what is reasonable. Again, got to get through that 38 area strong there. going to go ahead and reduce risk here. If we break this kind of swing high again, then I don't really want to be participating at that point. ES still holding up here at the 17, not really moving down either, so I'm not in love with that. Want to see it start making a bit of a move down, maybe at least trade into that 14, 15 area. Kind of test the VWAP there as well. Now we're getting a bit of a move down. Like to see a strong push down now. Through that 33. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go to break even here, guys. So we can't lose. Oh, come on. Well, we hit $100 in profit there, and I thought we'd just go to break even because I figured we'd just move on down. But I guess I probably should have kept my... I should have probably just moved it to 40. To that next up close candle there. That's all right. That's okay. Thought we'd probably just get this quick push on down into this VWAP. Oh well. Feels bad. It's alright. It's alright. Small winner. I mean, really just a break-even trade. For the drawdown that we took on that, certainly wasn't worth it. But that's what we took, about 10 handles in drawdown. That's part of my problem. We hold the losers. You know, I hold into drawdown, but then when we get into green, which I do think this is the first time tonight, I kind of moved the stop there a little too quick. Maybe this one here too. But these I did let play out. And obviously you can't be results oriented by this thing popping up here. We did have a level that I didn't notice at 33.50, or actually 31.75, and that's exactly where we bounced off of. 30, 31, 30.75. You exited your short too soon? Yeah, me too. I mean, I should have been entering short up here though, right? This is where I kind of like the short at. I liked the short a little better up there. It would have made sense. Failed to get out of the top of the idiot box here and just sold off. Shorting down here, really not, looking back, really didn't make a whole lot of sense, to be honest. Probably a bad entry on my part right there. This one's bad. This one's bad. I don't mind this one so much. Yeah, in hindsight, this is probably a trade I shouldn't even have taken. So, yep. As soon as you're in private, you want to secure and miss bigger move. Yeah, it's all psychology. It's just all psychology there. I mean, I struggle with it too, where you just don't want to give any profits back. But at the end of the day, if you're taking the trade, you should be holding it to your target. And the sooner that I do that we start doing that, the better we'll be at trading. That's okay. We're still green. It's all that really matters. So we're up 5.9 or 6.95 over here to take a little short entry there. Entered short on that one. Just a little scalp, small one contract. So up 6.95 over here, 3.24 over here. So it's fine. But probably could be up more for sure. Kind of bouncing around here at the 30. Let's see if we can get through there. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Still trying to get to 200 subscribers. If you're new here, we do stream 5 days a week. London session 3 a.m. and New York 9:30 a.m. So we try to keep the be fully transparent here. If we're going to show you our winners, our losers, the good, the bad. I don't take my trades off the screen like a lot of traders do. They'll hide these trades. I don't really know why. I mean, because if you're watching the stream, you're going to see them anyway. But some traders hide their trades. They hide their P&L. I keep it on the screen so you can see. And if I do trade something off the stream, I show you. So you see the good and the bad. If you are interested in trading futures, we do have a coupon code for 90% off Apex there in the banner above. And then we also have a coupon code for 90% off of Bulanox. If you guys are interested in that at all, that does help the channel as well. We'll repost that in the chat for you guys now, just so you can see it there. So there's the code for Bulanox. If you're unfamiliar with Bulanox, they are very similar to Apex as far as the rules go, except for they will fund you in one day. If you meet the profit target, you can just request to be funded, and they'll do it. Once again, I'll show you. I messed that up. It's got my information on it, so I don't want to bring it all the way on here. But just click on this past qualification request, and it will. I guess I can show you guys that. Anyways, you fill the form out, and they'll go ahead and fund you. Kind of popping back up here. Yes, kind of holding up there at the 1550 area. I don't see how we don't at least trade back into the VWAP here. You'd think we would. Kind of got that low to low trend line there at the 28, 27 area. Kind of, you draw, I'm not great at drawing these, but if you did, I guess you would draw that somewhere in this area. So if we kind of break through there, and there it is. If we didn't move our stop, we would hit it. As you do. Are we going to hold the VWAP here? Are we going to bounce? Or are we going to just let it go? Losing the VWAP there for a moment. I kind of feel like we might bounce in here. We may try to take a little quick scalp. Maybe a quick scalp. Let's see. Scalps are never that smart. Actually, you know what? I don't know that we will. New York session, we tend to bounce off the VWAP a little more. I don't know that we will here, though. ES is right there at the VWAP, down to the 13. Doesn't usually stick that first time, but let's just wait and see. All right, we're going to take a little short here. I think I'm going to target this area here. Could have maybe waited until I retested the VWAP there, but that's okay. If the NQ, if the ES bounces off the VWAP, then we may have to kill this, but we'll see. Want to see that ES trade through that VWAP there. Continue to push this down. ES kind of bouncing here at the VWAP. Not in love with that. Yeah, the only thing I was originally thinking like bounce trade here. And then I was like, nah, that really doesn't make too much sense. We trade above that 30 area, I'm probably just going to kill it. Just kind of watching here. I want to see the ES push through that VWAP here. Retesting it now. See if we push through here strong. Yes, still holding up. Still holding up at the VWAP. Just kind of watching here. I'm only short on the Apex account here. I didn't take the trade over there on the Bulanox. Just because there's a little more of a higher risk trade here. I think we'll trade down into that 04, 03 area. But who knows. ES losing the VWAP now. It's kind of what we wanted to see. ES selling off pretty nicely now down into the 11-12 area. Interesting enough, as much as the ES is moving down, the NQ is kind of slowed. It's not moving down with the authority that you would think it would. With the ES kind of breaking through there. Trying my best to trust the trade here, guys. Really want to let it go to that 04 level. But, like I said, same concept. If we pop above 30, I'm probably going to kill it. The ES made it through the VWAP there, and we did not really sell down like I thought we would. Thought if the ES lost a point or two below the VWAP, we'd probably take 15, 20 handles down, but it just hadn't went yet. Just has not went yet. Starting to move down now. That's what we want to see. Let's get some push down here. I'm gonna move my stop there to that swing high. So we don't want to see it revisit that area now. We get through the 15s here, I'll probably go to break even. Alright, so break even there. So can't lose. We want to see the push down into the 04s. And if it stops us, it just stops us. Obviously, we don't want to be stopped, but move the stop to there just to guarantee a little bit. It's not quite selling down as quickly as I would like, but just going to lock in 100 here. See if we can't get this push on down into the 04s. Not going to move the stop anymore. It's already too close, and I know this. Actually, I'm going to move it down a little bit more. This is the Apex account. Forgot about that trailing drawdown here. Alright, so it got us. That's okay. It's kind of watching the ES off stream here, and it kind of took this liquidity. Which I wasn't in love with. That's the reason why I was thinking it took this liquidity here. I'm thinking this kind of maybe a bounce area. So you see there, perfect equal lows. Maybe wrong, but I expected us to be much lower over here already by the time this reached this area. I was thinking we'd be down testing the 400 level. It could just keep going. It could. Anyways, you know, of course it will now that I'm not in it, right? Yeah, I wasn't going to move my stop anymore. I was just going to kind of leave it here. But we didn't. That's where our take profit would have been. Let's see if we get there. We know we will now, for sure. So, ES took that liquidity there. So possible bounce area for the ES there. Possible. So maybe it wasn't so bad. I don't know. Didn't manage that trade the greatest. I felt like I did okay with it, but not, not the greatest there. You do have to trail it a little bit closer because, with the apex, the drawdown and all that good stuff, but doesn't have to be that close. Anyways, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. Hate to keep asking, but if I don't ask, it don't happen. I do think that's probably going to do it for me. So we are at $496 on the Apex and $695 on the Bulenox. So whatever that is, I don't know. A little bit, what is that, 1090, something like that. Who knows? My math's bad. 1190. I will be live once again, 9:30 a.m. for the London session. So if you guys enjoy this content, feel free to join me then. Other than that, I do appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys then. Enjoy your night, morning, whatever it is for you.